Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today I'm going to be reviewing a stout from a brewery which I think pretty much everybody watching this video, particularly if you're watching this video in North America, will be familiar, and that is the Boston Beer Company, or Sam Adams as it's better known. Sam Adams, the Boston Beer Company is the company. Sam Adams is the, I guess, series, but anyway, there you have it. This is the cream stout from Sam Adams, with the cow on it. Sweet and roasty. This has 4.9 ABV and 28 IBUs. I did a little research and discovered that stouts usually come in between 4 and 6 ABV, so at 4.9 it's right there, and usually have 20 to 40 IBUs. 28 IBUs sort of puts it at the lower end for a stout. I did pay $1.49 for this 12-ounce bottle, and 16 of my friends have given this a cumulative score of 3.64. 31,000 of us have given this a score of 3.52, and Beer Advocate has a cumulative score of 3.92. So it's in the the lowest score is 3.52 among 31,000 people. That ain't bad. Went to BJCP to check up on the information about stouts, see if there was anything I needed to know. In particular, cream stouts or milk stouts. Cream and milk stouts should have a low to moderately high fruit ester, no diacetyl or low diacetyl or hop aroma, chocolate coffee, moderate hop bitterness, medium mouthfeel. Okay, now here's the interesting part. All right, as it turns out, this particular style of beer, porters, which is the mother of stouts, stouts actually came from porters. In 1790, a third of Ireland was drinking nothing but porter beers. Porters, the way they got this name apparently, from what I've read, at least, that's the current folklore, is that porters and steamavores in particular seem to have a fondness for porter beers, and that's how they became it's how they came to be called porters. Stouts were a stronger, higher ABV version of the same beers. Here's the really interesting part, okay? Apparently, from what I've gathered, the temperance movement in England in the 1870s was pretty much leaving the brewers alone but going after distillers. So sometime around somewhere between 1870 and 1900, the English decided to come up. The English brewers were fearing that the temperance movement was going to be coming after them soon, so they created the cream or milk stout, as it was, and called it a tonic for invalids and nursing mothers. Some even referred to it as invalid beer instead of a cream stout. Nowadays, apparently, the laws in England do not allow it to be referred to as a milk or cream stout, and the milk or cream does come from the lactose in the beer itself. Okay, wanted to do that quick run through, and so yes, $1.49 for this 12-ounce bottle. One more time, 4.9 ABV and 28 IBUs. Boston Beer Company, excuse me, not brewing. So, going to be using my Venezia bottle opener that Tony got me while he was in Venice. Sam Adams is one of his favorite breweries, so this one's for you, my man. And I have my Porter Stout glass that Nancy got me for for Christmas for my bar glass set. I'm going to have to look into what it is specifically about this slendering down towards the bottom that makes it so perfect for porters or stouts. So, this is pouring very dark as it's supposed to. It's got a tan head, exactly like BJCP said it should. I am actually taking in the creaminess and, of course, roastiness. Little hints of chocolate, more like baker's chocolate than I'd say than like milk chocolate. Smelling some of the malt. Apparently, porters and stouts start with the pale malt, and then among the things they can add that are known to be added to it are chocolate malt, crystal malt, black malt, and then it has adjuncts like roasted barley, maize, and brewing sugar sometimes. But it's the lactose in this beer that gives it the name cream or milk stout. Okay, that's nice and roasty. So let's give this a shot, shall we? Cheers. That's a good beer. It's not especially chocolatey. It leans more towards the coffee side, or as it's even been described as sweetened espresso for cream and milk stouts. I would say it leans more towards that. Got about a medium-low mouthfeel. Not much alcohol burn. Of course, at 4.9, you wouldn't expect much of an alcohol burn. Not an overly spiky feeling either. This is finishing dry and sweet. I'd say it's a good balance between those two, dry and sweet. And you know, let me jump on my soapbox really quick here. I see that I'm closing in on 6 minutes. I want to try to bring this in under 7, but I just want to say really quickly, Sam Adams, Boston Beer Company, while they are wildly successful, and yes, you can go to Red Lobster and find their beers there, they are still a microbrewery. They are still... Jim Koch has absolutely zero desire to take over other breweries. In fact, he's got a scholarship program to teach other brewers how to compete against him. So don't turn away from Sam Adams. Good beers, good prices. You're going to be seeing me drinking a lot more Sam Adams in the coming months. Okay, so as for this, not particularly rich, but very roasty. Like I said, there's a good balance between sweet and dry on that finish. I'm tasting the sweetness of the milk. I'm also tasting the dryness of the malt. And more than anything, I'm tasting the roastiness. I'm going to show you real quickly. See how the head is very thin, very wispy. We do have nice lacing, though. We do have nice lacing, but the head is not particularly resilient on this. And I don't think they're supposed to be on stouts. I don't think a porter or a stout is supposed to have a particularly strong head. This one, I'm going to give this a 4.0. I say it deserves it. $1.49 for a 12-ounce bottle, and I could make, honestly, if I was going to, I could make Sam Adams and so many Sam Adams and so many Sierra Nevada beers, special selections, but this one I'm just going to herald. I'm not going to make it a special selection. It's just a good beer, and I'm going to highly recommend it to you, especially for $1.49. So until next time, drink good beer, don't break the bank doing it, and cheers!